Hi, beautiful divine soul. I'm Mystic Mia Moksha, and we are looking at twin flame energies happening right now. It is timeless, so it will be whatever's happening in your twin flame journey when you come across this reading, or at least there'll be messages here for you. And for the most part, it's the energies that's happening in the collective twin flame energy from around the time that I posted. It's known that twin flame energies come around in cycles, so you'll probably see similar energies every season, every year. It's just how it is. It just keeps going in cycles until it turns into something else. So these energies cycle through, so that's why you see it often. Four waters. Okay, before we even started, things are getting interesting. Things are getting a bit interesting in the twin flames connection. It seems like you've been waiting a long time for things to happen. A lot of time internally, a lot of times working on your inner healing and working on your relationships with people within yourself through your own mind and your own dreams and your own healing and your own shadow work and your own progress. And it seems like the energy is coming outward now into your environment, into the 3D world, your physical reality and physical energies. Yeah, all that glitters. Typically this card denotes all that glitter is not gold, but this is in reverse. So I'm getting this kind of like you've built a pile of gold in your own mind, in your own spirit, your own soul, your own body. You've built a mound of gold. So much gold that you should probably have a dragon to protect it. And interesting enough, you have become a dragon. From the serpent that they've made us, you grew wings. And you become a fully fledged dragon energy that can go into any dimension. Dragons are known to be interdimensional species that can go through any dimensions. If you meditate and you encounter a dragon, it's most likely that they are showing you, first of all, a very powerful energy emerging within yourself, but also another dimension that you'll probably get a sneak peek into another dimension in yourself in that other dimension, and usually a more powerful one, a dimension where you're more godlike. So I'm getting you've become this dragon. You have a mounds and mounds of gold to protect. And that's all this internal energy that's manifesting into the physical. What is this reading? All right, so let's go into what's happening for the divine masculines. How do the divine masculines feel about the divine feminine? Okay. Too many cards. All right, I'll take them all. It's only 3. Wow. Death and rebirth. Interesting. The divine masculines have gone through a major transformation. This has been a long journey worth of transformation. Spirit is bringing this up now and bringing this energy and message to you now to let you know the divine masculine is a completely different person. They're one with source. They're divine in a lot of actions they take, a lot of decisions they make, a lot of their thinking. It's very divine now. You might not recognize this part of them. The divine masculines might not even recognize this part of themselves. Who am I? Who have I become? I feel like a different person. There has been this energy of integrating with more higher aspects, integrating with our higher selves, more of our higher selves, into this, and rooting it into this physical reality, into this physical body nowadays. I know it happens along our spiritual journey a lot, where we integrate with our higher dimensional aspects more and more. But the proof I can show you is this whole ET thing, right? People are seeing more ETs, talking about it more freely, and this is the collective openly acknowledging that there are light workers amongst us that have already connected and integrated really high dimensional aspects of ourselves. Okay. 4 of Cups in reverse, 4 of Cups, 4 of Waters in reverse, same card. All right, look at that. Divine Masculines are like, hey, things are getting pretty interesting. They are very into the spiritual side of things, or the esoteric side, the ancient wisdom, the hidden knowledge. They're into it. They're not ashamed of it. They're actually fully immersed in it, so much so that they acknowledge, accept this part of themselves. They acknowledge and accept that this is a genuine aspect of themselves, a very curious being who likes to dive into knowledge that is not well known, or kept hidden, secret knowledge, ancient wisdom, and divine curiosities. What is this last one? Ace of Swords. Okay. The Divine Masculines have already been downloaded with a lot of knowledge. And they're aware of this, so they acknowledge their spiritual aspect. They acknowledge their more divine existence, the higher parts of themselves. This is like leagues from where Divine Masculines were just even a few years ago. All right. So how do they feel about the feminine? Flow. They feel like they are in flow with the Divine Feminine. They're in divine flow. All right. So how is the Divine Feminine feeling about the Divine Masculine? Okay. 2 cards. 10 of Swords in reverse. And the Emperor. All right. So the Divine Feminine definitely feels that the Divine Masculine has completed a cycle, 10 of Swords in the reverse. They have left their dark night of the soul. And this is interesting. I was just thinking about the shadow aspect, the dark aspect of ourselves and the collective. You know, dark, we sometimes interpret it to be evil, or an aspect of ourselves we don't like. When we do our shadow work, our look into our dark aspects, look into our ego, a lot of people have it synonymous with aspects we rather not look at, right? It's dark, it's hidden, things that we don't like about ourselves, darker aspects, more negative emotions, more negative trauma, and experiences that we've experienced. So most people associate dark, our dark shadow aspect, with they give it a negative connotation, right? But dark can also mean hidden, that which we do not choose to see about ourselves or cannot see about ourselves. For instance, our higher aspects. We have skills and abilities that are hidden from us sometimes, that we refuse to acknowledge because we refuse to acknowledge the truth in the world, the truth to acknowledge what a divine entity and energy we are, how we have all these gifts. We look at technology nowadays, and we look at how they can give us teleportation, telepathy, let us download as much knowledge as we ever wanted, you know, be able to have anything at our fingertips. Give us a lot of freedom to pursue our creative pursuits. Manifesting things out of thin air, moving things, telekinesis. We look to technologies to give us these things, but we forget that the energies that are selling us these things, these energies as a technology, are energies that are lower vibrational. They can't create what's already divinely given to sovereign divine beings. We as divine beings already possess all these skills, abilities, and talents. It's innate. It's natural. It is God-given. We've just forgotten how to use them and forgotten that we even have them, that we're even capable of these things. We look outside of ourselves. We look to technologies to give us these things, healing. We look to outside of ourselves to give us abundance. We look outside of ourselves to give us all these fantastical things. When it's in us. We've been fed these lies about in order to be more creative, we need to have these technologies. In order to be magical, we need to have these technologies. In order to be free from survival needs and to be prosperous, we need these money and materials and things outside of us. All right, so the divine feminine is recognizing the divine masculine has completed a quote-unquote dark night of the soul. But this dark night of the soul we've been talking about for a very long time, right? Neither twin, because we're talking about divine masculines and divine feminines and separate energies, but they're both within us. Twin flames possess both energies very equally and powerfully. So this is not just you, this is your twin flame. It's not just your twin flame, this is you as well. Are recognizing that you might have finished a dark night of the soul in the way that we've perceived it before, which is experiencing a lot of difficult experiences in order to change our physical environments, have us focus more on our spiritual journey. We've finished our dark night of the souls long time ago for a lot of us. But part of that dark night of the soul is also understanding our hidden gifts. Also recognizing the beautiful powers that we were born with. And learning how to bring that to the forefront. First of all, acknowledging that we have them. And then learning how to root it into physical reality. So how does the divine feminine feel about her divine masculine? Trust. So all these cards came out in reverse. So I feel like the divine feminine, whether you're in contact or not, has complete and total trust in her masculine. And this is also the divine feminine having complete and total trust within the divine masculine energy within herself. Divine feminine must be taking a lot of action at this time. In their soul mission. Okay. Divine masculines. What do they think about the divine feminine? Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. All right, so the divine masculines are hoping that the divine feminine has courage to accept them in the very near future. Divine masculines are ready to make a move towards the divine feminine. And they're just praying for the strength. The Nine of Wands. The divine feminine may have given the divine masculines a lot. A lot I'm getting to ride on, because it's kind of like the divine feminine has been given a lot of hints and clues and may have been physically actively giving a lot to the divine masculines. Let's see how so. Five of Swords. To the point where they were fed up. So divine masculines, if you think the divine feminine has been kind of tired of giving, and so much so that they've maybe annoyed with you and ready to pick a fight, and maybe this is how things have left off if you two are in no communication. This might be something recent if you are in communication. Just like, yeah, I gave you everything I can. You gotta figure out what to do with it. I'm out of here. You're gonna burn me to the ground. You're gonna burn me out here. But the divine feminine is thinking about the divine masculines. But the divine feminine is thinking with the divine masculines. Now is not the time. Yeah, the divine feminines are not taking any of the divine masculines the divine masculines may have been in energy or in action or even in words making progressions towards the divine feminine, and the divine feminine is like, not now, I'm doing things, let me get to it, let me do what I need to do. The devil, yeah, the divine feminine is very much in the devil's in the details kind of work. I have my focus, let me focus. Yeah, the divine masculine is definitely taking some sort of action towards the divine feminine, and divine feminine is like, I am starting a new thing here. You're gonna let me start this new thing. It's like every time I try to start something new, some energy has to come up, usually a twin flame, if not something that can mirror that twin flame energy to me, comes up and tries to distract me. Not now. Now is not the time. The divine masculine's actions towards divine feminine. Four Wands. All right. So divine masculine's very much in home energies. I need to make my home stable, secure. I gotta lock down my happiness. Everything else can come after. Really prioritizing the home environment. Really prioritizing romantic relationships, and family. Four of Cups. Again, for the fourth time. Four of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse, Four of Cups in reverse. Tic-tac-toe. The Divine Masculine is very interested in moving things forward. I feel like the Divine Masculines have gone through a period of boredom where they're very discontented with how life has been going. They achieved what they wanted to achieve in their 3D goals, what they want to achieve before their spiritual awakening or at the beginning of the spiritual awakening, and now they have bigger goals. It's like the Divine Masculines needed a period of boredom. They needed a period of being with people that didn't resonate, or with jobs and life's work that didn't resonate, or just didn't fulfill them completely, in order for them to kind of come to the realization of what does fulfill them, what will give them the structure to build upon, and how to go about it. I'm getting a lot of boredom here from the Divine Masculine side. Too much boredom, can't stand it, need to move forward. Okay, Divine Feminine's actions towards masculine. The Lovers. In the Divine Feminine's heart, they've already chosen the Divine Masculine. Four of Swords is the boredom card again. It's like the Divine Feminine is being mirrored because the Divine Feminine was bored with the twin flame relationship, connection, and situation in the physical. And so they decided to go do some other things, right? Three of Swords. Yeah, they're tired of being heartbroken. They're tired of giving so much energy and effort. And physical, I'm getting physical energy and effort towards the Divine Masculines. And so the Divine Masculines is turning towards their Divine Feminine within themselves and outwardly towards their actual twin flame. Because the Divine Masculines are realizing all this masculine energy, what is it for? What is it worth if it's not for my partner, my home, my family? So the Divine Masculines had a huge change in energy. They've definitely turned their head back towards the twin flame and towards home and towards the future instead of just focusing downward. I feel like the Divine Masculines have been looking down and not letting anything get in their way of their financial and career success, their health a little bit, and what else? The Lovers in reverse, like the Divine Feminine's Lovers. They're like, I did everything. What else is there left? What else is there? The Divine Masculines may have accomplished a lot of their physical goals, and they're like, what's left? Oh yeah, the partner. Or they've been so focused on these more physical aspects of their life, their more masculine energy, that they've forgot to nourish their feminine energy. But it was always there. It's like they forgot about them. And in doing so, life got so boring. Let's see, why did the masculine zone out? Why did the masculine zone out so bad? Four of Pentacles in reverse. They left home. So we talked about in my last twin flame reading, which was probably like almost a year ago, last fall, how the masculines have left home in order to come into the home energy with the divine feminine. And it's kind of that feeling like, when you're moving, it's an uncomfortable feeling. You're learning the roads, you're getting to know people, you're figuring things out. You kind of just become ultra focused in things that you do know. The divine masculines, that was, more physical energies, things that they can control around their environment, in their immediate environment. So things in their physical home, things in their physical bodies, things in regards to work and money. And although they awakened a while ago, and they already went through their dark night of souls, they're going through the other dark night of the soul. This other dark night of the soul is discovering their hidden talents, their hidden gifts. And that part was kind of discovering their life purpose. They were just working. They were just gaining money. They were getting all this energy. And it was not for nothing. They needed to build their energy up. So they had enough energy to find these hidden gifts and find their life purpose and find the things that resonated with them. And they were bored all the time because they weren't wasting their energies on frivolous things, frivolous people, experiences. They have enough experiences. They have enough knowledge. They just need to put the puzzle pieces together. And some of them didn't like to do puzzles. And they needed to be forced to sit down and put the puzzle together. Be bored if you may, or if it's not puzzles for you, whatever divine masculines, whatever is like your bored activity that you don't like to do, but some people find it fun. You're forced to sit down and figure it out. It was boring because sometimes it's just like too broad and too big of a project to kind of tackle. It's kind of like, oh, I have to build a house. It's like, oh man, like that has a lot of pieces of the puzzle, that has a lot of moving parts. There's a lot to do there, and you're kind of chipping away at it, but sometimes you get distracted because maybe it's not your thing. You want to do it, you find it somewhat interesting, but you don't, and if you sit down and do it, you might finish the home in 8 months versus 2 years, but and then you feel guilty about not chipping away at it, so you don't want to look at it even more. But you're forced during this time to be bored, to be away from people who kind of distract you, to be away from your usual pleasures in life, to just sit down and get it done. So much so that you're now excited. You're excited to nurture your more feminine side. This feminine aspect of you was already awakened during your spiritual awakening, and you are already aware that your gifts, that you probably have some gifts and hidden talents and a bigger life purpose waiting to emerge, but you just didn't want to sit there and deal with that feminine energy. You rather do more fun things in the moment. It's like if there's work to be done that's right in front of you that you can see, that you can do today, and that you can work on also tomorrow, you rather do that because it's easy. It's easy to see. It's easy to do. You know what to do. There's this feminine part, these spiritual gifts coming in and hidden knowledge. It's more work. It's more work. But you did it. You spent the time to do it, and you did it. The divine feminines. What's going on with the divine feminines? Look at that, 4 wands. They've always wanted to build a home. The divine feminines always wanted to build a home with the divine masculines. And what is this? Explorer of Swords, the Knight of Swords. I'm getting the divine feminines can't be the one. Like, they can't get to the point where they're nagging the masculine, This is a higher vibrational energy. You have to get along with both the divine masculine and divine feminine aspects within yourself and within the connection. Divine feminines can't be seen nagging the divine masculine. They can be a gentle whisper, a gentle reminder. Just by existing divine feminines, you're reminding the divine masculines to get to finding out their purpose. Because without them doing their own work and finding their purpose, they can't come together with the divine feminine to finish figuring out what that purpose is, because it's combined. And the work the divine masculines has been doing is not for nothing. They need to build their energy. They need to build their strength, their courage, their confidence. And the divine feminine over here, look at that. The Fool card twice. Needed to start a new cycle regardless of what the masculine was doing. So divine feminines, you may be going through not just working on your soul mission in the physical, actually putting physical hours work into your soul mission, but you needed to walk through that door knowing that your masculine's not that far behind you, having that confidence, that full belief, and you needed the courage to walk through that door first. Yeah, the trust. Yeah, this divine feminine needed to walk through that door trusting that the divine masculine, that all the divine plan, the divine gifts and support will all come with her. Trust that if I walk through that door first, alone, with nothing but my spirit team, my spirit guides, my angels, my higher selves, and source energy, the beautiful, mystical, divine white light energies. Nothing that I can physically see, just me, myself, and I, and my energies, my beliefs, all the things unseen, all the hope and love and courage and bravery and knowing and belief, faith and trust. If I can go through with all these powerful, unseen but greatly felt, huge divine energies by your side, within you, in your energies, that you are going to what? You're going to what? The moon. Get all the clarity, all the understanding, all the knowing, all the proof that it's all there on the side of this door that you walk through. You had to take the call to action. You had to take a leap of faith. You had to make that jump. You had to walk through that door with all these powerful energies. Love, courage, hope, faith, belief. And you did divine feminine. You did. So what's in store for you? Divine feminines, what's in store for you now in the physical? Inner temple, devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So yeah, divine feminines, that's a confirmation that you went through a portal. Divine masculines, let's see. Align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Divine masculines are going through a massive clearing of energies, of physical things, of mental beliefs that no longer serves them. And that's why the divine feminine is getting a lot of clarity. You see that mirroring? And the divine feminine going through that portal, how is that mirrored in the divine masculines? Starseed, what lights you up? Purpose. Focus on purpose. What is the reason that divine feminine went through this portal? What is this portal? Keeps coming up. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Yeah. Divine feminine, you're already doing it. You're manifesting everything. Very powerfully right now. Walking through that door, walking through that portal, walking into that new cycle, into that new life, seemingly alone, in the physical alone, but energetically with all the highest powerful divine white light energies by your side. You've probably been getting a lot of synchronicities confirming that you're protected, that you have a lot of support right now, that you're on your divine destinies. A lot of 144, 1144, 1212, 1010, 1111, a lot of 1111, and 333s, 444, all the numbers, 555, some 8s, some 2s, a lot of 1s, and 7s. Yeah, repeating 7s. I think all of them. Yeah, all of them. Watch divine feminine, everything start manifesting immediately. 25 dusk. It's 25 of the month. Watch things manifest. I'm also getting 2025. So if I'm getting, it starts immediately. It starts immediately and starts with you. And you'll start seeing manifestations immediately from the 25th of the month, or next month if you're watching at a different time. But if you're watching it when I posted it, by the 25th of August, you'll start seeing your manifestations. Tomorrow, yeah, see? Tomorrow, a few cycles. Yeah, so I feel like it starts immediately, like tomorrow. And by tomorrow, Spirit is saying like the 25th of the month. And yeah, when I saw 1, I got like, oh, this is the first cycle. It starts immediately, but goes for a few cycles. I got 2025, so it might happen, next year, the year after. So starting in 2023, it's going to come 2024, and then 2025. You're going to see major manifestations come through in alignment with your new life. Because you walk through this door, Divine Feminine, you're going to see new things manifest. Everything old in your life has already manifested. So if you had some goals, financially, career-wise, with relationships of all kinds, friends, family, and romantically, home situation, health, looks, physical looks, lifestyle, goals, hobbies, interests, diet, everything that you could possibly imagine, all the goals that you had before have manifested by now. And now you'll see everything that manifests now are manifestations that you set in that moment, in that present moment. You'll see your manifestation abilities quickening. So you'll be manifesting things very quickly in the next few years. And also just new, big, powerful manifestations that are like bigger manifestations and manifestations that resonate with this new life, this new world. Divine Masculines. What does Spirit have to say for you? What does Spirit have to say for you, Divine Masculines? Apologize. It's dusk right now, so you can probably see the sun is setting right now. Pink skies. Yeah. Explore. Explore what? Oh, explore your soul mission. It's only darkest before the dawn. Okay, reference to the dark. So I feel like you're going to get an explosion of different kinds of things you can go into in this life. Different life purposes that are meaningful to you. And you'll realize towards the end of these few cycles, the next few years, that all the interests that you have that seem like they were different or just dissimilar enough that they would require you to go into 2 different fields or 2 different careers when they're very similar. So you're going to have interests that are very similar, but that's going to tear you apart because it's like, should I go here or should I go there? These 2 things are very similar, but they require me to do 2 different things and lead 2 different careers. Or you might have a lot of different interests that come up that you're like, I would love to do this, I would love to do that, I love to do this also. A lot of little things and big things that you're like, this is my life purpose, and they might come through. And these things are going to aggravate you a little bit, but as someone who's ahead, the divine feminines are ahead at this time spiritually, very strongly. They're already through the door. It's going to be, oh wow, dang. One of my twin flames friends literally just said this to me like an hour ago. I totally forgot about this. We're going through our biggest separation right now. Oh my goodness. Twin flames are going through their biggest separation. Let me turn on the light. Yeah, so twin flames are going through one of their biggest separations right now. And this is why, because the divine feminines are so spiritually ahead. They already walked through that door. And divine masculines, you are finding your soul purpose, and it's going to come in like scattered, like you're going to think that they're all different life purposes, but then you're going to see at the end of these few cycles by 2025 that they're all actually in the same. It's going to slowly start to come together. Like I feel like it's like a little wave. I don't know where the peak is, but at some point from now 2023 to 2025, you're gonna have like a peak where you realize like, oh my goodness, like all my soul purposes that I thought in the recent months and past year or so, all are actually part of the same soul mission, same soul purpose. Yeah. And so you're going to see twin flames, divine masculines go through their divine purpose, finding their divine purpose in the next couple of years. And divine feminines are mastering their physical energies, and they're going to be manifesting a lot of physical things, but they're going to be learning their lessons of like how to control their physical energies better, because you want to make sure you're not manifesting things you don't need and frivolous things or like old version of you things. Maybe in the beginning you're going to manifest a lot of things that you've always wanted as your old you before this new world, this new dimension. Then you're going to quickly catch on and start manifesting things that you actually need or can help you as a resource for your soul purpose, or that can that gives you a lot of love in your life through passionate pursuits and hobbies. So you're going to learn how to manifest and like master your physical energies. Like the divine masculines are mastering their spiritual energies by narrowing down their soul mission and realizing it's all part of one. The divine feminine is kind of doing similar things. I'm going to pull a card though for that. The physical energies. Yeah, it's like the divine feminines. You get the home that you've always wanted. Quotes. I'm using air quotes here. You're finding the home that you've finally wanted in the physical, but now it's like kind of like decorating that home, right? So you might have really strong manifestation abilities, but you're now figuring out like, oh, what kind of physical home do I want? Do I want an apartment in the city, a really nice like penthouse, or do I want like a nice like manor or mansion in the hillside or something? Like you're learning what you truly want in the physical through manifestations, and the masculines are figuring out their true life purpose, what they want out of life, through mastering their spiritual energies. And both divine masculines and divine feminines are in like a mastery level part of their journey. But you can see this in the collective, as twin flames have very strong mastered and powerful energies of both divine masculine and divine feminine. You're going to see this in the collective as very highly spiritual people and not highly spiritual people, unawakened normies people, having a huge rift as the spiritual people go into this new dimension, and then unawakened folks kind of stay in the 3D, and there's this huge separation, the big separation. The divine feminines are storming ahead, the divine masculines are still in the old cycle, but their next step is to go into the new cycle, where the divine feminine is. So that's where the whole separation comes in. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that is one of the biggest separations, because like you can't get a bigger separation that's deeper than that. A profound spiritual belief and knowing and being in the other dimension. Wow. Okay. Is there anything else Spirit wants to say? I mean, because the divine masculines are figuring that out. Prosperity. Okay, and it came out in hand. Divine masculines, like, you're going to be very prosperous as well, so don't worry about that. I know you're all about the financial. Don't worry. And divine feminines, about the travel. I feel like divine feminines haven't been able to travel as much for whatever reason. And so the divine feminines will be traveling more, especially as their physical energy gets stronger. They're going to be learning how to manifest more variety of things by traveling and learning from I'm getting different lands, whether it's in your country or outside, both. I'm getting people and lands, and I'm getting people with like profound knowledge, like elders, kind of people who are very wise, whether they're young or old, and whether they practice their cultures, traditions for a very long time, or they're more new age, doesn't matter. Like it's the soul, right? So you're gonna meet a lot of souls, and you're gonna meet a lot of land. That's gonna give you the idea of how to manifest with energy. I'm getting how to manifest with a deeper, with deeper energy resonance. Because like you can manifest like I don't know, a car or something easily, but you want to learn how to manifest a car that is super protected, that you can intuitively feel, and that has like a divine spark to it or something like that, you know? You want to learn how to not just, you're already a master manifestor. You want to manifest with a stronger energy resonance, with what's it called? Okay, so the word I was thinking about was like lattice work, like I'm just seeing this kind of like grid of energies, and they're like, it's kind of like the image I'm getting is like a space-time continuum, like that kind of fabric. Like you want to be able to manifest physical objects with like high vibrational lattice work, high vibrational energy lattice work, if that makes sense. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going like really deep now. I'm just gonna pull one more card and end this because I can go on forever. What is this? Oh man, dang it. I was trying to make like a half-hour reading. Alright, Queen of Swords. Communicative and self-expressive with great rationale and intellect. You stand tall in your truth and the inherent knowledge of who you are. Use this wisdom you've gained from your experiences to lead you. There's a great sense of knowing who you are, Twin Flame. And to stand tall in who you are in your truth, because you had to walk through that door by yourself. Everyone's going to have to walk through that door themselves. I'm just getting what that door, that portal is. It's into 5D. I think it's happening sooner than we think. And I've predicted for a very, very long time now in all my lightworker readings that when you get the call to go to that higher dimension, it's going to be on an individual basis. And you're going to be called by, your spirit guides, your spirit team, ETs, archangels, whatever you want to call them. You're all going to be called individually. The universe is within, right? The call comes from within, from your soul. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. I love your thoughts on this. It's been a minute since I've done twin flame readings, but the energy is strong right now, and I see why. All right. Much love and light.